Hey, welcome to Lakeside Tarot. My name is Tara. Thank you for joining me for today's reading. This reading is going to be for the collective. It may or may not resonate with you. Please use your own discernment to decide what is and what is not for you. Today is Monday, August 4th. All right, let's hop right in and see what's going on. I was going to do a reading this weekend, but I ended up having some stuff come up, so I could not. Sorry about that. We got intervention, rescue, others involved. All right, what else? Ghosted, blocked, cut off. And realization, awareness, finding out, coming to light. Bottom of the deck here, verge, about to reveal, confess. All right, let's see what's up. What do we need to know? What's new? What's changed? What's coming out? Warning, red flag, sign, stop. Okay. Give me another one. Kinky arousal. All right, so we've got standing your ground, not backing down. There was some kind of rumors going on around your character. Okay. So if you're connecting with somebody and I don't know, things have been like on and off, or you can feel some kind of weird tension underneath everything, it's because it says others involved. So I'm assuming this is more than one person. Okay. Basically, this is a smear campaign that was run on you. From probably somebody that feels slighted, or whatever. They have some kind of issue with you. So they figured, well, I'll just ruin a new connection that the collective has by telling this person to steer clear of them because they're all about sex and, just, I don't know, I guess using sexual energy to get what you want, that kind of thing. Okay. Might be hard to hear, probably not in your character whatsoever, but that's what was going on here. Okay. This was somebody who, if there were more than one person involved, there's one person behind this, but they may have rallied up people to join forces with them in order to run this smear campaign or to ruin this connection that you had. Okay. So you got standing your ground, not backing down at the bottom of the deck, which, I mean, obviously you should do that. If I look different, it's because I have completely different glasses on. I hate them. But mine broke in half. And they retired the frames, so I have to order new ones. I did order new ones. I got them coming in, but I don't know. I don't like change. All right, we've got flashbacks, memories, play on, technology, video camera. Okay. Bottom of the deck here is internet, social media stalking. So this is somebody who's been stalking you. They could be following you with video camera and technology. It's like there's evidence of this person stalking you. Okay, this could be gang stalking via social media. This could be gang stalking in person. It could be a combination of both. This is somebody who is very desperate to try to stop your forward movement. Okay, very desperate to the point where, I mean, this stuff is not legal. It's not legal to gang stalk somebody. It's not legal to go around running a smear campaign on somebody. This stuff is against the law. This is the kind of stuff that you could have a legal case for. All right. We've got problem, blockage, obstacle, strength, bravery, sacrifice. Standing your ground is back here at the bottom of the deck again. Somebody here, because of your strength, because of your refusal to give in, your refusal to budge, your refusal to be or to even entertain the idea that you are what it is that this person or this group of people has gone around saying about you. Your strength, your bravery, the sacrifices that you've made in order to continue moving forward is coming to light. Somebody knows this. And this is, I think, because of you standing your ground. All right. We've got crossroads, decision to make. So somebody wants to talk to you. New opportunities. Closed-minded, not thinking big enough, trying to be like everyone else. So, I mean, I feel like this is going to be you at a crossroads. I feel like you're at a crossroads here. Because if this person who you've been connecting with has pulled back or is continuing to be in communication with these people or is exhibiting closed mindedness, not thinking outside of the box, trying to be like everyone else or be liked by everyone else, so they're not going to pursue you or they're not going to, stand up and speak up, you may be moving forward from this situation. Okay, because it's like, what do? You're supposed to have some kind of like secret relationship with somebody who doesn't want to stand by your side out in public. Are you supposed to make yourself smaller so that you can fit inside this box with the people that they associate with and what they've decided that you are? Right? I mean, that's not even, it's not it's not going to happen. Okay. You're not going to shrink yourself into a box and go, oh, I know your associates say that I'm this kinky sexual person here, but you and I can still have, as long as we have an understanding that that's not the case, we can still stay associated with them. Like, that would work. How is that even possible? It's like you would have to shrink yourself. Or you would have to be okay with being in a relationship with someone who doesn't want to be out in public with you because they're more concerned about being seen um, by their associates in a certain light. Okay, this may not be the case. It could be the other way around, right? It could be a situation where you are with somebody or talking to somebody and they've found themselves at a crossroads, trying to stay connected to these associates who refuse to think outside the box, who refuse to budge in any way, who are closed minded, who are trying to be part of some group. And now this person's at this crossroads going, do I want to fake the funk and stay associated with these people, or do I want to step into my authenticity and go after what it is that I want? Either way, there's a crossroads here. There is somebody who wants to talk. Okay, you got legal disputes, fights over assets. Could have something to do with a home. All right, there could be some kind of divorce going on. Let's keep going. Let's keep moving. I don't know. Whatever the case is, it is so messy and so played out at this point. Yeah, drama queen, thirsty, causing chaos. There's somebody highly dramatic. There's someone who wants to talk about this person. And this has to do with lust and sex. Someone has accused you of moving in that way. The only thing the collective is good for is lust and sex. It's in order to try to keep someone else away from you. All right. So, anyways, let's keep on moving. Wisdom, insight into the nature of physical objects gives you foresight. Use your best judgment. Helping hand, needs others to assist with services, increased productivity. No one can handle it all. Power, you have the power to take control of your life, career, and finances. Focus on your needs. Bottom of the deck, resources. Be grateful for what you have and save something for the future. Use wisely and as needed. Okay. So this could be about you or someone else. We'll keep going and let's see what we got going on here. Date night. Be ready, get ready to be wined and dined. Okay, so somebody wants to take you out, but you've got use your best judgment coming out. That's to clarify, use your best judgment. And then I pulled another card and it says intuition. The red flags you ignore now will come back to bite later. So there's someone who wants to take you out. Now, this is coming out in the past position. So this could be something that happened in the past, either to you or to somebody else. Okay? Communicate, compromise, forgive, work it out. There's something to do with text messages that were going back and forth between two people. Somebody may have stood somebody up on a date. What else? Open your heart. It will help you attract more love. They'll be back. Expect to hear from them soon. I don't know yet if this is you or somebody else, but there's like something in the past that happened where it was like there were red flags in a situation, and then someone wants to circle back around and offer like financial resources in order to try to collaborate with someone. It's like there was someone who was exhibiting red flags. It's like, okay, logic is telling me to get away from this situation. Again, I don't know if this is you or somebody else that experienced this. Someone may have walked away from a situation, and then there's someone, maybe this same person that was showing red flags in the past wants to come back around or is trying to come back around. Okay, they may send a love letter to someone. There's definitely something here about love and hearts, but something's not right here with this person. We got patience, just a few more months. Good things come to those who wait. It's almost giving, don't give in or don't go back to something that's burned you in the past because you don't have what it is that you're manifesting currently in your life. Okay. Air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. No, it's not the right time. You have the power to take control of your life, career, and finances. Focus on your needs. You could be an air sign or you could have air placement somewhere in your chart. There's something here about communication or lack thereof. You could be not communicating with somebody. It's like, it's what it's giving is someone wants to come around and be like, I can offer you this or this. I know things didn't go great in the past, but I can help you in this way. We've got moving, change of residence, moving in with your partner. Someone may want to move in with you or to throw out the idea of moving in with you. Like, hey, I know it's not easy to do things on your own. I'm in this situation. Maybe we can move in together, split the bills. Someone's almost wanting to get you tied to them so that you don't move on. But now's not the time. You're being told to focus on your own finances, building your own stability. That way you don't find yourself in a situation where it's like, well, damn, I could use the extra help, right? If you can get out on your own, you can be stable on your own, in a place that's sufficient for long term, even without being in a relationship with somebody else. You're being called to take those steps, to do those things. Okay. Then go out on a date with somebody, or when someone wants to come back around and communicate and say, well, I have this or that to offer you, you could be in a position where you're not tempted to say, sure, I'll move in with you, because it would take a load off of you. If you're stable, you're on your own, you're doing good, and then someone comes in and they're like, hey, do you want to move in with me? It was like, no thank you. Like, I would prefer to go out on a few dates with you, or get to know you a little better, or reestablish, if this is someone coming back from the past, reestablish some sort of friendship. or relationship or whatever before I go taking the step of moving in with you. I don't need that. I can handle my own. Some of you could be saving up to move right now. Okay. Give it time. Everything in divine timing. Let things flow. Caution. Find out more information. Don't overwork yourself. Okay. So if there's some kind of opportunity for someone to come in saying, I want to help you, or I have an idea, or something like that, and it has to do with finances, you're being called to be patient and to not be afraid to stand on your own 2 feet, because these things are going to come to you. Foresight. Pay attention to things that are important to ensure wealth. Be farsighted and alert. Okay. So don't be thinking about, well, this would take some pressure off of me now. Okay. Be thinking about long-term stability. Do I want to lock myself into some kind of commitment? And then, 5 years from now, I've got enough resources to be out on my own, and I don't really want to be with this person, or I don't really want to have those ties to them in whatever way. This doesn't have to be romantic. I'm not getting any of that right now. All I'm really getting is smear campaign, trying to ruin a relationship, and then someone trying to come in and offer some sort of resources and stability. This could be two totally different things. Let's just keep going. We've got enemy, watch your back. New love, renewed hope. Gambling, taking a chance. Bottom of the deck, anxiety, worry. Gaslight. Okay, this is coming out to clarify, watch your back. Because we're living in a world of fools breaking us down when they all should just let us be. We belong to you and me, the Bee Gees. How deep is your love? Midnight. Ghosted. Breaking bad habits. Decision. Okay, again, this is past position. I just wanted to say past life. So there could be something to do here with a past life. All right. I don't know what this is. There's also something to do with the ocean. Someone hiding themselves, not showing their true colors. There's definitely a Jezebel spirit here, which could be why there's this smear campaign going around about you being that, because there is somebody who's projecting exactly what they are onto you. Right? Usually if somebody's going around running a smear campaign and it's lies, none of it's even true. Like, where did you come up with that storyline? What I'm getting here is that this storyline is exactly that. This is somebody who has a Jezebel spirit on them, someone who uses their sexual energy to get what they want. They definitely could be like, if this is a feminine energy who's doing this to another masculine, they're trying to make it look like they're doing so much better, right? So this could be somebody who has really put a masculine energy through the ringer, um and then is like gaslighting them. So this could be, what goes around comes around kind of thing. I don't know if this is an old masculine from your life, and then they got wrapped up with some feminine energy that kind of did the same thing to them. You got Zach Bryan. Well, the love that you got is the love that I need. It's the air. It's in the air of these hills and the blood that I bleed. And the love that you gave for the awful shape I'm in led me through the day so I can find my hope again. This is by Zach Bryan. Stressful environment. This is coming out to clarify new love. I don't know how many people are involved in this yet, but we've got stranger, got gunfire, arrest record, feminine ascending, scheming. There's definitely something shady going on here. Something shady going on. Yelling, shouting, family, starseed, leaked information, karma. Yeah, past relationship. Yeah. Partying, hanging out with friends, neglecting family or children. It's almost getting that there's this past masculine that got wrapped up with a feminine energy that almost did them the same way they did you. That's kind of what I'm getting here. And then this person could be someone, this like past masculine could be someone that has a family and like their secrets are coming out, right? That's very much what it's giving, is that this is like a masculine who likes to play the field. They could have done you very wrong, then they got done very wrong, and now their information's starting to come out. And they're left with nothing except for maybe a pissed off spouse. Oh man. Anyways, physically violent. Yikes. Yeah, there's someone here who's definitely a no-go. Stay away from them. Can't believe it. Moving locations. Hand in hand. Emperor in the reverse. Yeah, someone was working alongside something married. False promises. Water sign. Air travel. They could have like this water sign side piece, or it's like they were working with somebody and they got screwed. They got screwed. And their shit's coming out. So that's that. What is this? Anxiety, worry? A new beginning is near. Reaching a milestone. Embrace creativity and growth. Money laundering scheme. Someone was trying to like pull you back into some bullshit. They were collaborating with somebody and they were trying to pull you back into a situation. So basically, so they could rob you, is what it sounds like. Maybe not like strong arm robbery, could be, but definitely like coerce you out of some sort of finances by way of, I miss you. I thought I could live without you, but I just can't. Please come back. That kind of thing. But they were working hand in hand with another feminine energy. And I don't believe this is a feminine energy that they're committed to either. This is a whole lot of shit going on here. Clarity, truth, intentions, honesty, pride, distance, healing, releasing, purifying, cleansing. Bottom of the deck, twin flames, mirroring, shared feelings, reflection. Okay. Got release and epiphanies. Finances here at the bottom of the deck. Someone was worried about finances or getting money or something to do with that. Soul tribe protection. You could have been receiving downloads throughout this process on what was going on here, what this person's intentions were, or what this collaboration, like what the intentions were of this situation. You went through a heart chakra awakening, okay? You set yourself free from this situation. We got guides, higher self, root chakra, energy, dreams, soul tribe again, protection again. Sorry, I'm trying to see what's going on here. There was some kind of blockage that you had, and this has to do with your security, your root chakra. Some kind of fear related to money. And this was a separation between you and your higher self. Okay? This didn't lead to anything other than maybe you just not being able to fully tune in to what your spirit guides were saying, or what they were, where they were trying to lead you, because you were focused very much on making sure that you could build stability, which you should be focused on that, but not to the extent that you separate yourself from your own higher self, because you're so hyper focused on building that material stability. Okay, it's the age old card in the Moonology Oracle, that balance between practicality and spirituality and practicality, something like that. There was a time period here where you could have been a little too focused on obtaining your 3D needs. So just keep that in mind, not to let that block you off from your higher self moving forward, is to trust that everything's going to be okay. We've got conquer, research, soul tribe. And then we've got, I mean, this is to clarify healing. We've got cleanse, okay? Separation. It was keeping you separated from your soul tribe too. Alchemy, intuition. Believe and know that you're going to be okay and that you're going to be safe financially. Don't let that keep you from your soul tribe. Don't let it don't let that fear come out as projections at people who are meant to stay in your life because they're part of your soul tribe. Okay? I don't know how that would happen. We got working toward your goals, road trip, feeling guilty, responsibilities, hidden helpers, angels. Yeah, I don't know. Like, don't carry negative feelings with you. Okay? If you are feeling guilty for any sense, say you are focused on building your stability right now, and that's okay. And you're less focused on like building relationships right now. Don't let don't let the shame or the guilt like consume you to the point where like you don't communicate with your soul tribe, because you're afraid that like it's one or the other. Either I focus on my needs financially and building security, or I focus on my relationship with my soul tribe. It doesn't have to be one or the other. Okay? Your soul tribe is going to understand that there's phases that you may be a little more reserved or not in communication quite as much. These aren't going to be people who are super codependent or who expect to for you to be giving, over giving. Like, these could be old programming and patterning from old relationships and stuff from your South Node, and that you're worried that these new relationships are going to be the same way. They're not going to. And if they start to show those types of signs and stuff like that, you know what to do in order to pull away and to get yourself out of those situations. But there's definitely something here about finding balance, okay? taking it easy. We got planning, throat chakra, cut ties, test. Could be a test coming up when it comes to cutting ties with somebody. Someone who's been giving mixed signals. Okay. Let's go. What else? Find wholeness. Bring together fragments that complete you. Acceptance, inner peace. Addiction. Compulsive need despite negative consequences. Get support in therapy. Healing, liberation, support. And we've got positive change. Transform pain into strength and empower yourself. Ascend, evolution, free. Bottom of the deck, resentment. It often festers, causing a desire for revenge. Let go of the past to find peace, forgiveness, release, serenity. I feel like there's a masculine energy here who's upset about your growth. Okay. This could be someone that you connected with when you were in like a wounded inner child type of situation. This person feels stuck in that way. Whatever it was that is like their childhood trauma, they haven't done the work to break free from whatever those patterns are in order to, I don't know, appreciate your growth. It's like they can see that you have made positive growth. For some of you, you could have overcome an addiction, right? This could be alcohol, substance abuse, it could be food related, whatever it is, it could be anything. But you've empowered yourself. You've evolved, you've liberated yourself, you've gotten the help that you need. You've got someone here that resents you for that, okay? And it could definitely be the person that's been starting this crap. We got the Two of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, Seven of Wands. This person's very defensive of you. You got Page of Cups. So like this could be someone that juggled you, right? They were going back and forth between you and someone else. It looks like they got screwed over in the end by whoever they got involved with. But it's almost like they blocked you out of a situation in order to protect themselves and in order to move forward. It's like they felt like they needed to say, you're not allowed. You have to stay out of here. And then they just like ran with this I don't know. They made up some kind of story and they've been going with it ever since. Seven of Cups, Four of Cups. Something to do with pink flowers here. Something to do with mushrooms. There was you were doing something, some kind of addiction here that was keeping you, it was like you were missing opportunities. Okay? Because you were wrapped up in the illusions of something. This could have been a past relationship, or this could just be, your own insecurities, not knowing which direction to go. But this is coming out for when you were, whatever that addiction was. And if it's something you're currently dealing with, if you're currently dealing with some sort of connect or addiction or something like that, you may want to consider getting help for it or getting away from it so that you can see clearly and that you don't miss opportunities. We've got the Nine of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the Emperor. Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. There's a masculine energy here that's gotten away from something. Page of Pentacles, Two of Wands. The Hierophant, Ace of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, the Sun. Clarify the Emperor and the Ace of Wands. The Moon, something to do with a Cancer. Three of Swords, Three of Wands, Four of Swords. Six of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I don't know. There could be a masculine energy that's pulling away from something, getting away from something. Some kind of heartache. They could be upset with you because of your emotional maturity. Okay. When you dealt with them in the past, maybe there were arguments. Or maybe they feel like they didn't get the best version of you and that's what they're mad at. What is this Three of Swords? The Magician, Knight of Swords, Three of Cups. This is Ace of Wands. Something to do with a Cancer. I feel like I've said that already. I don't know if I have or not. But there's something to do with a Cancer. All right, let's keep going. Someone could be working with some sort of Cancer, or someone with Cancer placements in their chart. Escapism, yeah. I mean, it's like there could be someone who's attached to a feminine energy that they're entertaining because it's a way for them not to have to do shadow work or something like that. We got the Key. All you do with ease and enthusiasm is the path to your goal. Actions are secondary. Make the energy within your primary focus. Do not underestimate the little joys. Okay, let's get an angel number. 1122, great shift. First, focus on the positive changes occurring due to your efforts. Then expand your horizons and permit yourself to try something new. So many positive shifts are in store for you. The world around you is changing in favor of your intentions. Okay. We got Coyote, playfulness. This is a reminder to not take things too seriously and bring more balance between wisdom and playfulness. You might need to lighten up about a matter that has been on your mind for a while. Okay, let's get an angel number, or not an angel number, I'm sorry, a message from Archangel Michael. Detach from the situation. Archangel Michael, I ask you to use your flaming sword to cut any attachment to fear or drama so that I may be centered in the knowingness that peace is everywhere within me and this situation. Okay, and a closing message. No, we've gotten these. Can we get a new one? No. We've gotten that one. That one flew over there. No, we've gotten that one too. I'm going to have to probably switch up this deck soon. We've got the Fates. I don't know if we've gotten this one or not, but I'm definitely going to switch out this deck. because we've gone through most of them. Card number 17, the Fates. The Serenity Prayer sums up the meaning of this card. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. There are things in life you will never have control over. The conditions brought on by the evolution of the collective, by nature, and by your past experiences may be fated, preordained by spirit for a greater purpose you cannot understand in this lifetime. It may not be in your cards to understand why certain events occurred, but you can accept the mystery and work with what those events and your current circumstances have to teach you. This is the wisdom contained in the Serenity Prayer. Relationship message. Other people are who they are. You can't change them. The challenge is to accept them as they are and not try to make them otherwise to suit you. This is a time to look at how you attempt to mold people to fit your view of how they should be so that you can remain in the relationship and avoid discomfort. What if who they are and whatever is happening between you and them in this situation is perfect from the perspective of spirit? Now is the time to accept what you cannot change, even if it means that you honor yourself, spirit, and the other person by moving on. Love unconditionally for each of us is in our own journey, and we cannot direct that of another. Be aware that this relationship is indeed fated, and you are meant to evolve into a better version of yourself as a result of it. Prosperity message. Your experiences concerning prosperity and abundance are beyond your personal control right now. You are being invited to accept what is unreservedly. This could be a temporary situation seemingly thrust upon you by outside forces, but there's an underlying purpose you can't see that has been determined by the fates. It could be a situation you are unprepared for, and you may not understand how it will benefit you in the moment. Do not fight the situation. Ride it out and see where it leads. Surrender to it, and the serenity you need to make good choices from here on out will be given to you. You will indeed flourish. Protection message. It is difficult to understand why painful things happen to good people. Fate is a mystery after all. Yet, what we do with our circumstances, the way in which we respond to life's challenges, is how we rise up to greet our destiny. Now is one of those times to be aware of your powerlessness to change certain situations and surrender to acceptance. Hang in there. Life will only get better. Act as if you believe that, for the only thing you can control right now is your attitude. When you align with the fates, being mindful of what you can and cannot change, serenity will come to you. I like that. I like it a lot. It's the Serenity Prayer. All right, that's all I got for you. There was a lot going on here, but the closing message basically was saying there's not much you can do to change this situation and to just kind of accept things for what they are, and what's out of your control, accept that it's out of your control. Okay, and maybe pray about these things. Okay, so anyways, that's all I got for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope there was something in here that was helpful. If you like the message, please press the like and subscribe button, comment below, let me know how you're doing, and I'll see you during the next reading. Take care.